Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Chevy Camaro Z28 in A+ class and S class. So for the A+ build, you need to swap in the 4.9 liter V8, which is the one that's the very first one on the list. And for the parts, you will have the basic induction, the Pro ECU, the Pro fuel system, the Sport exhaust, the Elite screw supercharger, Sport nitrous, Elite off-road suspension, the Pro brakes, Elite grip tires, Elite clutch, the Sport 5-speed gearbox, the Elite differential, and of course Super nitrous grip and drift. For the handling, we are at 60% grip with steering sensitivity all the way up. Downforce is 3 to the right, and drift entry is set to brake tap. And then that will give us a nice top speed of 171 miles per hour, a pretty good 0 to 60 of 3.3 with a quarter mile of 11.2, and pretty good horsepower and torque in there as well. So now is the time to go race it and see how it does. I have not raced this car, I've just tested it out. So let's go. Alright, so I'm on Wild Thing. I'm going to get this launch. There we go. It was a smaller launch box than I was expecting, but really it wasn't too bad off the launch, and I'm already up into first, so that's always nice. And around that first corner it didn't handle too poorly, and around there it's not going too bad either. So far the handling's pretty good. Like I said, off the line it was pretty good, and it seems to be accelerating at a decent rate. Hopefully that cop doesn't get in my way. Look at that beautiful grip turn right around that corner. That was amazing. A lot of the times cars that are grippy won't take it, and I only had to get out of the gas a little bit, but that one, it seemed to handle that corner extremely well, which is I'm pretty impressed by. And good news is with this build, because it has the off-road suspension, going off-road in it doesn't affect you as much as it does in like a full road build, which a lot of my builds end up being. This one I just decided to experiment around with it, and I liked having the off-road suspension with this car, so I just stuck with it. And as far as the race is going, I'm pretty far ahead of everybody for an A+ race. Granted, I know that this is, weak AI and not, human people that, tune their cars differently and drive much better than the AI, but I'm getting up there as far as distance away from the AI goes, so I'm not upset about that. I mean, I don't know why you would be. And then that was a grip turn that turned into a drift when it went off-road, but again, I'm gaining a little bit of speed while boosting off-road and didn't really lose much because of that off-road suspension. So as far as A+ builds go, I'm pretty happy with that. 149 is a pretty good time on that track. So yeah, I think this is an extremely viable A+ build. Let's go find out if the S build is viable at all. Okay, so here we are with the S-Class build, and for the S-Class build we are going to swap in the 3.5 liter V6 hybrid engine. For the parts on that, it is Super Induction, Super ECU, Super Fuel System, Super Exhaust, Elite Screw Supercharger, the Sport Nitrous, the Elite Off-Road Suspension with the Pro Brakes, Elite Grip Tires, Elite Clutch, the Sport 5-speed gearbox, and the Elite Differential with Super Nitrous grip and drift. For the handling, we have 60% grip, steering sensitivity is all the way up, downforce is in the middle, traction control is off, and drift entry is set for brake tap. This will give us a very nice top speed of 201 miles per hour, a 0 to 60 of 3.0, a quarter mile of 10.5, and 847 horsepower. So yeah, it is time to go race this thing and see if that was a waste of money or not. Okay, here we are on Get High tonight, and I'm going to get this launch. And off the line, I'm not feeling too bad. I was hoping to be a little further ahead than I am right now off the line, but I'll take what I can get right now, and I'll just draft on these guys and not hit that car, thankfully. And apparently boosting while turning with this car is not a good idea, at least the burst NOS boost. And let's see if I can get around these guys at all. And I did have to use the handbrake a little bit there. It didn't want to drift at the speed it was going. And so far I'm still not in the lead. So I'm really not sold on this build at all at this point. But we'll see what the final time ends up being for the race, and that could end up changing my mind. Get out of my way, please. The car does not want to turn. That is what I am noticing, is that the car doesn't want to turn. So that is going to be pretty problematic, I think. So let's try and go down this last little bit right here. Well, I guess it's not last. It's just, you know, this nice look. I don't even know. I'm trying to talk and I can't think apparently. I am just having a really off day everything wise. And it is just translating into my ability to not be able to talk and drive and play the game and everything else all at the same time. Alright, now if I can get through these trees without wrecking, I will be shocked. I am shocked because the way everything else is going for me right now today, I just 100%, see, I can't even talk, 100% expected to just run straight into that tree, and I'm surprised I didn't run into that pole, and this thing is just getting loose. But I'm going to find out what the final time is, and that will let me know if the car is any good at all. And considering it took me so long to get ahead of the stinking AI in this race, I'm going to assume my time isn't going to be very good. But we will find out. And at 2:11 something, that isn't the greatest time. If I could have handled two corners a little bit better, I probably could have shaved about 4 seconds off. So, you know, it was still been like 2:07, which isn't horrible. As far as this car feels in S-Class, it's not great. It's not horrible. It feels like middle of the road. So if you have a lot of rental cars you're racing against, you're going to beat those, at least I hope. But if you're racing against like a McLaren or something like that, you're probably going to lose. So buy it, maybe buy it, maybe build it, or don't. It's up to you. I am sure better builds exist out there for this car. This is just the one I decided to go with. So that's going to do it for me. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, leave some comments down below, smash the like button, and I will catch you in the next one.